Hello and welcome back to the AM show. Time for us to review the big issues coming up on the news review. But let's start with what the papers are reporting this morning, starting with the Daily Graphic. If you look at the front page, the big story there for me: suspend hostel fee hikes now. Rent Commissioner direct tertiary school operators. I mean, we just had recently the increases in hostel fees. And the rent commissioner, I mean, the one in a long while I've seen really putting this to work is asking the operators to halt it, because you cannot overburden parents with, these regular hikes. Get details on page 3 of the paper. Transplantation best treatment for kidney failure, researcher says. The story is on page 13. Policy rate stays at 14%. Details are on page 13, but we brought you that story on the AM News. GCB Bank empowers construction firms with asset financing. At the back page, we're all hoping for better turnout at the World Cup. Now, Ghana's World Cup hopefuls under the spotlight play Mexico tomorrow in Puebla. Let's see how that one goes. Okay, let's do the daily guide now. And you're seeing the picture of Mrs. Joanna Quay, the former wife. Okay, now she's no longer a Mrs., right? But Joanna Quay, the former wife of Richard Niyama Quay. They say that Joanna Quay's role in RNA Kyo's company emerges, talking about what she did to help RNA Kyo to build his businesses now. So get details on page 6 of the paper. Landlord kills, in quotation marks, tenant over 30 Ghana cedis ECG bail. Oh, interesting. That'll be an interesting story to read. Page 6 there. We are gearing up to govern Bawumia to MPs. I mean, this came up yesterday when he met the minority MPs at the end of their 2-day workshop as they prepare for the recall of the House, where he told the MPs that they are done with the introspection they've done. They now have to think about preparing to govern in 2029. Get details of that story in the Daily Guide about what he intends by that. Okay, now High Court determines Abronye bail today. Let's see how it goes. And this one says, I won't push for MPs removal. That's also something Dr. Bawumia said at this particular meeting, that he's not going to ask for anybody to be removed from the minority. You know, there were this rumor about the tussle for the minority leadership. People were saying that, well, it will be someone who's aligned to Dr. Bawumia who will be becoming the leader of the minority. But today, the flag bearer has allayed those fears to say that, well, I'm not pushing for anyone. I want the minority to be the way it is. And he praised them, said that they have been the last line for defense for Ghanaians. Those are the things Dr. Bawumia told the MPs when he met them yesterday. Let's do other papers. Here, the Inside newspaper. Nakba at 78, Palestinian envoy calls for urgent global action amid Gaza crisis. Get details on page 2 there. Mahama, he says health spending and investment, not welfare. That's the president speaking there about, how we Africans have to take our health into our own hands. Get details on page 3 of the paper. Oral not failing, NPP fears officials will go to jail. Ayine, that's the AG speaking there. Parliament reconvenes today amid packed new bills on the agenda. So get that to understand what will be happening in Parliament today. A lot of stories there. Get it and get details. The New Republic, Duka Fashion Wuntumi's rescue plan. And it talks about Duka. He's a witness in Chama Wuntumi's case. He was in court, I think, on Monday. And that's what the paper is reporting on. Okay. It continues to ask twin scandal closing on NPP campaign. And I see yes, thank you to all exposed. Okay. Get details there. Ebola outbreak. That story is running because yesterday someone called and asked, we should be asking the health minister what our plan is. Ebola outbreak declared as Ghana raised alert level, okay, or raises alert level. So the minister should be telling us how we are preparing for this, So that's the upon preparant in Canada for new role, but questions linger in Accra barracks. Let's do myjournline.com and then we can wrap it up here for you. Now, myjournline.com, Charles Emises family sues 3 hospitals. Doctors and AG seeks 20 million compensation. I heard people say this when the report came out, indicting those officials. Now, the family have taken the matter up and are now asking for 20 million in compensation. Now, 2028 jostling won't save NDC if Mahama government fails, Felix Kwakye-Ofosu says. And a time will come they must step aside. Kwakye-Ofosu wants ambitious appointees. Oh, okay. Get details of that there. Parliament reconvenes today. Temporary grid control room to be completed by September. Energy Minister John Jinapor says there are a lot of stories on there. You can go on there and get details. But let me come in studio and introduce to you my guest. Senior lecturer and political analyst and senior fellow at APL, Dr. Joshua Jebuntie Zato. Good morning, sir.
Hey, Brice. Good morning.
Good.
Good morning. Well, yeah, I say it's good. The way Solomon is here, where it is in me, the way they are arresting people and jailing them for talking. And people say I talk a lot, so I don't know. I'm afraid that one day I'll just talk a lot. And like if I was abroad by now, I die. Me, I can't sleep in police cells. So, your mama, I'm begging you, don't let them arrest me. But the thing is that if a Gonja man arrests a Salaman, the gods of Gonja will strike you, so you cannot touch me. That is the only protection I have. Gonja cannot touch a Salaman. But that is it. So these days we come, I wake up early morning, we come to media and I'm afraid. Will I say something? And somebody will say, hey, because of what you said, we are going to take you to BNI. BNI, there's some stupidity in this thing. Hold on. BNI is the foremost spy agency of this country. It's like saying that you stole a loaf of bread in New York, and the next day you're in the CIA custody. Like, it does, look, I can understand if it's the normal police. I can understand some of these things, but imagine that you just an MI5.
We haven't started.
No, we have started. Oh, let's stop it. Yes, I'll take it. I'm just saying that these days, there's fear and panic in the society and the community, and it's important that we say it.
Okay, so the next to him is Fifi Boafo, immediate past communications director for the Cocoa Board, and I hear he's gearing up for, is it Takwa?
You are hearing things, eh?
Yeah, I'm hearing.
I'm hearing things.
Political communication, oh yes.
Okay. Well, Vivi, I hope all is well.
Oh, it could have been better, but we'll manage with this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then next to him is the man who is wearing the full Ashanti colors today, representing where, I mean, you are an Ashanti man, right?
Yes.
Are those Ashanti colors?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you haven't seen it. It's yellow, it's green,
and also private college colors. You know, I went to private college, so these are color.
Yeah. You know, I didn't know until I bought mine. Then so when someone educated me, I went to look at the flag. Look at the flag or two for uses. The colors are.
No, but he dresses differently for different occasions.
No, but the colors that represent the
our good friend Ashiru that brought it.
No, but check the flag. Check the flag. You see.
Did you pay receipt for it?
I paid.
The receipt. You paid the duty.
Solomon.
Want some? To bring you some.
Solomon also.
So tell him to bring me some.
They are extending to.
No, it's not small greeting. They brought you a gift. You've not paid GRA taxes on it. You are sitting here pretending that it was like that. That's the way corruption starts.
Look. So they say if you check the Santaman flag, you see these colors.
Oh, okay. They are bright.
You see they're very, very beautiful.
And it's also the Jamaican flag. So it tells you the relationship between Jamaica and Ashanti.
No, it is the relationship between you and Jamaica.
No,
what is that your nickname again?
Sonny Rocky.
Sonny Rocky.
Ah, okay.
Hey, that's what Jamaica. I won. Ja Rasta Solomon.
Okay.
Joshua.
Ja Rasta Solomon.
All right. Okay. Let's make progress. Now, yesterday, I got a lot of calls. People saying that they loved the discussion of yesterday. I hope we'll stay course, where we won't be, we will have a very peaceful discussion today, right?
It's difficult.
It's a very difficult one.
It has started.
Okay. Anyway, let's see. If it gets there and I will allow it. It's like the judge sitting in the courtroom. Sometimes you just allow things to flow, right? So we'll see. So he's shaking the head. Well, let's start with the Peace Council and the calls that they are making. You know, if you listen to the Peace Council, they are asking cool heads to prevail. Now, AG, as I read there, is also saying that, well, they are not doing anything that is beyond the law. For example, in terms of how they're handling bail conditions and all, what have you, it is what the law says and that's what they're doing. How do we really, meander our way through this process? Let me start with you, Zato.
Thank you very much. Before you can meander through any process, you must first try to understand what is happening. Because if you don't know the what, then you cannot begin to find solutions. So you must define what is happening. There are two things. There are three very powerful personalities I want to, on whose legs I want to stand today as I make this case. Okay. One of them is the Honorable Dr. Dominic Ayine, the Attorney General and a consummate academic, very brilliant man. He says there's no threat to freedom of speech. But he makes it that sometimes if you say something a little bit, you can your speech can be limited. I completely disagree with him on that one. Two, the second person is Mr. Samson Ladi Anyanene, you own something Ladi Anyanene, who has not hidden the fact that yes, there is a threat to freedom of speech and it is happening.
Yeah, he even wrote on it yesterday.
He wrote on it. He said yesterday that is there too. And three, there's a third person I want to introduce. Mr. Manasseh Azure Awuni. This morning, he came out with an epistle. And the title is, President Mahama, I feel ashamed. And look, I want to read, I'll read this because my whole presentation this morning will be based on what Manasseh Azure, because if you remember, Manasseh Azure is one of the journalists or the people who have been harassed and intimidated. In fact, reports had it that he had to run away from this country under Akufo-Addo for the sake of his life. You remember that, right?
Yeah.
And that he had to seek refuge in a foreign country. So if a man is seeking refuge, so this man becomes the quintessential man to tell you whether he believes that there's a threat to press freedom or not. This is how he starts his letter. Dear President John Mahama, in the 8 years of Akufo-Addo presidency, when the noose around the neck of pre-expressions remained forever tight, I was one of those who spoke out. Not only did I speak up, I also missed no chance to remind Ghanaians of the freedom we had enjoyed under your first term, largely due to your tolerance of free speech. I told them you were not as vindictive as the Akufo-Addo administration. I said these things not because I hated Akufo-Addo, neither was I campaigning for you as others constructed it. I lived that freedom under your presidency. I believed in your tolerance, your quest to see an atmosphere of free speech, and when you were the target of toxic vitriol. This is why I feel ashamed about what is happening now. It is as if we are in a military regime. Mr. President, this is a blot in your presidency, a severe dent in your high reputation as a friend of the media and guardian of free speech. This is not the President Mahama I know, the Mahama whose high tolerance of free speech I could vouch for. This is Manasseh Azure Awuni telling the President that 1.5 years into his administration, he's ashamed of him. 1.5 years into your administration, he's not proud of him. So we know the what. The what is that the people who have done it, that the freedom of speech is under serious threat and strain. The fact that the Peace Council had the right to issue a statement, we call that agenda setting in public policy studies. It's an acknowledgement of a problem. The moment the Peace Council says that we have seen tension rise due to this thing, agenda set, they have told that we have acknowledged a problem. And that problem here is that freedom of speech is under threat. So we know the what. We know the what. The question is why? Why is it happening? The government is lashing out. The government feels frustrated. The government feels that the walls are closing in. And what you are seeing is that frustration, is that lashing out. If you go to my Joy online today, there's a story. 2028, Jocelyn will save NDC if Bahama government fails Felix Owusu-Kwakye. 1.5 years into your administration, you're already afraid that Jocelyn will not save your job. Before Felix Owusu-Kwakye made this, it was Mustafa Gbandi who said a similar thing, that look, whatever you are doing, the jostling, the infighting into the system. He even went ahead to attack Global Info Analytics, saying that their research is causing confusion and divisions within the NDC. And finally, it was the national chairman of the NDC who is going around 1.5 years to administration, telling Ghanaians that they should not take the promises and words of Dr. Bawumia that he will save them. Dr. Bawumia has not even started campaigning. He has not even started making any promises. He hasn't. Meanwhile, you're already afraid of him or afraid of what he's saying. So the why, and that is why I'm coming to the why. The why is because the NDC is waking up to a serious realization that two things are happening simultaneously. That members of the government have taken their eyes off the ball. They are not focusing on governing. They are not focusing on what? Materializing the Women Development Bank. When was the last time you heard about it? They are not focusing on operationalizing the 24-hour economy. When have you heard about it? They are not focusing on improving the lives, the poor, wretched lives of cocoa farmers, of maize farmers in Tumu, in Chalang, in Wellington, and Sesala East. They are not focused on improving the lives of rice farmers in Upper East, in Northeast, in the Northern region. They are not focused on improving the lives of farmers, of poultry farmers, and all these people. And the farmers are hitting back. Their MPs are hearing the woes and cries and pathologies of farmers. Their grassroots are complaining. As their national chairman is campaigning all over the country, wherever he goes, he hears this first hand from NDC members. And you see, that is what is unique about this case. The frustrations and the anger is coming from the NDC food soldiers themselves, who believe that they have been misled or they have been failed. So what you are now seeing that the government is trying to look for loose targets. They are looking for hanging fruits to attack. They are trying to shift the attention of the country from looking at the dangers, from looking at the disappointments, from looking at the massive failures. They are rather saying, look there, don't look here. They are rather looking, they are weaponizing these laws to make sure that they frustrate, suppress, and cow members of the NPP and other ordinary citizens into docility and into what? Fear and panic. It doesn't work. There's something you know about the NPP. Somebody said that the NPP is better and does well when it is under stress, when it is under pressure. The NPP does better when it feels the whole might of the state against it. That's how they succeeded under Agyeman-Rawlings. That's how they succeeded, and the tradition didn't die under the obnoxious laws of Kwame Nkrumah and other people. The point I'm making a very good point. There's no opposition in the world who does wave their soul that will crumble because of state pressure and state persecution. What the NDC is doing is bad and it's wicked. Let's join the Manasseh Azure Awene. Let's join the Samson Elijah Readiness. People have said it, and it's true. Some of this has happened under Akufo-Addo. It did. Azure Awene says that. I will not sit here and pretend it didn't happen. It happened. A lot. Some of them happened. The numbers are there. Then the question that people there are asking is, and that is what has made Awene to say that he's ashamed of the president. Because he believed that the president was Muhammad was more tolerant. He believed that there would have been a reset. But what he's saying is that not only is there no reset immediate freedom, it's getting progressively worse. And that is what scares him. That is what should scare you. If it doesn't scare you, because this thing is some way. Yesterday, Abronya was a very powerful regional chairman. Nobody could touch him. Am I lying? Yesterday, he was very powerful regional chairman and a board chairman or a board member. You couldn't touch Abronya. Today, Abronya is sleeping in police cells. BNI cells. Today, Abronya is there. The family says that he has not eaten. The family says that his health is weakening. Today, Abronya has been reduced to a prisoner of the state. And that is the what power is. It's so transparent. Today, you are that powerful, overpowering. Tomorrow, and we've seen this movie again and again. So please, dear apologies of this brutal, regressive regime. Dear apologies of the people whose only defense is to make a false equivalency. It happened yesterday, it's happening again. Yes, it happened yesterday and it's happening now. And guess what? Unless men and women of courage stand up, raise their hand and say, the buck stops here, we'll just keep doing it. And if we are all just doing it, guess what? By the time it gets to you, there will be nobody, absolutely nobody, to fight for you.
All right, I'm grateful. And so let me bring you in here. Now, if you look at the fact that a lot more people are talking about these, abuses, people being arrested for expressing their opinions, is it time for government to do an introspection to say, well, maybe we need to put the brakes here?
Well, I'm not too sure your definition or classification of a lot more people are talking about it is accurate. If you say a lot more people are talking about it, what is? Can you expatiate further for me?
If you check social media, a lot of people are talking about this, and I'm taking it even from my senior Samson Ladia Enini, who has been, he's been speaking against it for a long time. Manasseh has also said, and that's why I asked, is it time for government to look at these people talking to say, can we then put the brakes on this? But Attorney General is also promising that they would. He says, I want to reiterate that we will respect the rights and freedoms of every Ghanaian.
So let's say that Samson has expressed an opinion. Let's also say that Manasseh has expressed an opinion. And let's dissect the matters.
Okay.
That's how I want us to put it.
Dissect it.
So that it does not become as though because they said it, then that is it.
Okay.
We must set the bar and then get it straight. Again, my brothers had to use a terminology which I want to center this whole discussion. So he said agenda setting. And that is how I see what the Peace Council has done. It's agenda setting. Kwadwo, do you really believe, do you really, in your heart of hearts, look straight into my face, mano a mano, and tell me that there is political tension in this country?
Yes.
Did I ask you?
Oh, he's my friend. I can answer for you.
So, okay, then a lot of questions you will answer on his behalf.
No problem.
So, could you accept?
Boss, well, our boss, no. We have not acknowledged our boss as
He says he is
The Honorable
answering for
is
you.
here.
And I want to find out whether he has your consent to be doing that.
Are you
When I want to give him my consent, I will.
So this one,
let him answer.
So you believe strongly that there is political tension in the country?
Is it about?
No. Yeah, it is not my opinion. Really.
We are discussing.
We are discussing what the Council of State have put out today. Let's discuss what the Council of State has said. They've said that.
No, the National Peace Council.
The National Peace Council. They say there is tension. Let's stay.
So I read their piece, and what I gathered from what they wrote was that because of the utterances of the minority leader Afenyo-Markins, because of what Abronye's incarceration, as you put it, because of the utterances of Salam Mustafa, there is political tension. Is that what qualifies to be a political tension?
Is there not?
How can me, as a United Party member, control what Afenyo-Markins says? How can I, as a United Party member, control what Salam Mustafa says?
They have a huge following.
Who told them they have huge following?
Oh.
They are deceiving themselves.
How?
How?
The fact is there.
Which fact is that?
How many votes did they poll in the last election?
And who told you all those that voted for them belong to the NPP? That's a mistake you are making.
Strike an average. How many people do you think belong to the NPP?
What I know is that election 2028, every political party will be started from point zero. And to that extent, human beings are not ducks that are put somewhere and by force they say you are going to vote in this direction.
But there are people who say they belong to UP, aren't there?
I don't believe it until you go and vote for us.
Okay.
It's what is counted that matters, not the mere fact that you saw a lot of people wearing a t-shirt. Is that not the case? So it doesn't matter. It is what is put in the ballot that matters. But what I'm saying is that if indeed it's not agenda setting that the Peace Council wants the entire country to go on a roller coaster, the very statement they are issuing, they shouldn't have generalized, they should have been specific. That minority leader you have heard, you are creating confusion in the system. That Salam Mustafa, a young man growing up, you cannot be threatening an entire state. That they will talk to Abronye that, look, some of your utterances are above board, a cause to question the peace of the country. Then we know you are dealing with matters. But you, for the Peace Council to come and generalize it, was the Peace Council in this country when the Archbishop Duncan Williams was being taken to the cleaners. As a matter of fact, the composition of the Peace Council includes the Christian Council. One of your members was taken to the cleanest. I have never heard such a vituperation descended on a man, a harmless person who had never done anything to Abronye. But the Peace Council did not see the need to issue a statement on that matter. So if they are coming out, you see, peace is not issuing statements and behaving as though you are neutral. Peace is telling the one who is at fault that you are at fault, so that we move on. By the way, we were in this country.
But they call for restraint. Is that not
restraint from who?
Both parties.
Which parties?
Let me.
Which parties? No. Which parties are involved in this matter?
Say again.
Which parties are involved in this matter?
Which parties are involved?
I don't know. I only know of the NPP ranting. I don't know the other party. Which party is involved? So you tell me the parties, and just suppose with the statement that they have issued, whether or not it represents a body that is really calling for peace.
As if the NDC is arresting.
You are a peace council. Tell them that you are misbehaving.
So you have a.
No, it's NDC not arresting people.
NDC is a government.
Hold on.
What sort of life do you want to?
So when the Peace Council says, and I quote, political parties,
yes,
their communicators and actors must refrain from making unsubstantiated, inflammatory statements and actions that have potential to incite.
That is hollow statement. It's a hollow statement. Political parties, communicators, they have name. When I come and sit here, I have a name.
Oh, but so they should list everybody.
No, but they know the people who have done that. Why are they refraining and generalizing it? When you do that, you are encouraging impunity. You are not solving problems. You are not causing peace. You know the person that did it. You know the person that has been insulting. You know the position of the minority leader. You know Salam Mustafa, who is calling for war in this country. You cannot call them out and you are generalizing it and you say peace council. That is not peace. And that is why I agree with that when it says agenda setting. Because the Peace Council started as not a body that was sanctioned by an act of parliament. Remember in 2005, they started under President Akufo-Addo's regime. And we know. So if they want to come out clean, they should come out. They shouldn't create an impression. You see,
what do you know?
What I know is that this statement is just to create an impression in the minds of the Ghanaian that there is political tension when there is none.
So is that what you mean by we know?
That's the point. You want to set agenda for us, and it clearly came from the mouth of Zatu. You were in this country when President Akufo-Addo granted an interview to France 24. What did he tell the entire world? That's a president that doesn't arrest anybody. But you're not in this country. That is the judiciary doing its work. So how would I come here and say that it is the president of the day that is arresting? And that is why I have a difficulty with Manasseh's piece that you want to heavily rely.
I want to tender it as evidence.
Oh, tender. That's why I'm very happy that give it to me. Give it to me. Let me.
You have crooked.
So when President Akufo-Addo had told you that presidents do not arrest, that is what his duty, and that it is the utterances of people that get them into difficulty. And today, you have somebody disagreeing with that. In what form, in what way would President Mahama cause for the arrest of?
So what you're saying is that tomorrow, if you are picked up for something you said on this set, we shouldn't defend that they are fighting.
No, let me tell you, when I was in the NPP, let me give you a personal story. I'm not one of those that easily fight systems. I was the campaign manager for Vicky Bright when I was in the NPP against Ahmed. They went and edited my voice and said I had threatened to kill the constituency chairman of Okakwe South, Azula. Now, based on that, they were in Kawut. They were doing their own things. They took me to court. I knew what was happening. I realized it was pure politics. I instructed my lawyers at the Kaneshie Magistrate Court, don't make it political news. I don't want that. I will use the legal system to fight it. The judge was misbehaving. I caused my lawyers to file Setorara. We went up there. Later, the judge had to run from it. You understand? So if me, as I'm sitting here, police come and pick me. Hallelujah. You pick me roughly, I will sue you. Those people that were accosted or, as it were, arrested, have they not gotten judgment from the court that the police must pay to them 150,000 for their wrongful act? That is what serious minds do. And what baffles me is that those that are speaking, that if you take Afenyo, he's a lawyer. He knows that if something untoward is happening to the client, there are legal remedies. In any case, well, you know in this country, when in July of 2024, Afenyo himself advised us in Parliament that no executive arm under the sun in this country, nobody, he told us, and these are his words, nobody must tell anybody that the executive arm can control the judiciary. Afenyo was the one that was telling us. So how can you have a 360 degrees and then be having a different position? When you do that, that is why people no longer trust politicians. So even on your own words, You cannot even follow your own principal position. So why would the citizens accept your promises that you give to them that when you come you will deliver? Because you don't value your words. You get my point. Now we come to issues of political abuse, guardian of free speech. And let's see whether Zato, that is trying to pontificate together with his party, will survive it.
Which party?
He's a new patriotic party member. Don't let it.
No, you move on.
No, I won't move on. Let us clear that.
We are not clearing anything. Move
yeah, so Zato's party. Nanabi was the one that submitted the petition to the diplomatic corps. Is that not the case? Nanabi himself, in my lifetime, I have never seen a communicator on live radio attack a fellow communicator. One of your own stations, Asempa Ekusise, in 2019, Nanabi actually slapped Sami Gyamfi. You remember that incident?
I don't remember.
How would you remember? Refer to it.
I don't remember.
Get your producers to put it on there.
I'm being frank.
So I am alerting your address. Fortunately, it's one of your sister stations.
Oh, Sami is my friend. If I remember, I would have said it.
That's the point. So I am reminding you what has happened. We have lived through a lot of things. So let us heal ourselves. Sami Gyamfi was attacked not just by Nanabi, but Collins. What's the name of the former MP for Manchia North?
Collins Amankwa.
Collins Amankwa. On the same set. Why they said Sami Gyamfi was saying things that insulted the integrity of President Akufo-Addo. It happened in this country. What were they doing? What were they seeking to achieve by then? They were guarding free speech.
But that wasn't a state on an individual or a citizen. It was citizen to citizen.
That
you take it up at the court.
That makes it even dangerous.
How is it dangerous? We're talking about no. Hold on. We're talking about when the system is trying to suppress someone's free speech.
What is
and when you
what is the system? It is human beings that makes up the system. And I'm telling you, on the individual, even people that are not clothed with powers.
It's possible they were chasing the same girl. And that
people that were not clothed with the state powers were even trying very hard to gag colleagues from speaking. And that's it. I'm not done. We are doing Q&A. Why do you want to come? Hey, you don't bring this. You allowed him to flow. I have sat here. You are doing Q&A with me. And you are saying, hey, don't even go there. You have the same time. He that submitted the petition was gagging.
But you can't also gag me here.
Exactly.
When it's time, I'll stop.
The same Nanabi. Okay. If your cameras could capture,
they will capture.
January of 2022, arrest Mensa Thompson for fake news publication. That is Nanabi. Now, do you remember Tiana SHS, 8 girls in 2023? The girls had put camera on themselves, 8 girls, secondary school girls. Underage. Good. And said that Nana Akufo-Addo was not treating them well. The free SHS wasn't going well. And so described the head size. That Nana Akufo-Addo's head was that big. For saying that Nana Akufo-Addo's head was big, the girls were dismissed. Are you with me?
Yes.
Now you talk about various arrests. My goodness.
No, what happened after the arrest?
What happened after the arrest was that Nana Akufo-Addo, together with the Education Ministry, decided that because there was a public backlash, they would then review the punishment. So this was the statement issued by the Ministry of Education.
Yes.
And with your permission, I read.
The President of the Republic, His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, has intervened in the above subject after his attention was drawn to it. Consequently, the Minister of Education, Dr. Yao Sedutum, has directed the Ghana Education to consider an alternative disciplinary action instead of dismissal. So Nana Akufo-Addo believes.
Yes. School children should not be insulting their parents.
Absolutely.
I can say, Francis Xavier Junior Seminary. If you insulted an adult living at home when you were on vacation, you would pay.
School children must not be punished. And adults too must not be punished. Land.
Akufo-Addo intervened. Why is Muhammad not intervening in Abronye?
Akufo-Addo did what?
Intervene in this case.
And vary the
yes. So why is Muhammad not intervening in the Abronye case?
But what is your understanding of separation of powers?
No. Oh, good. Was this no separation of powers?
No, this one, it was his minister.
No,
but this one was his minister.
But Solo,
Why, you were expecting him to say that let them go scot-free, just like that?
Have I said so? I am only drawing your attention that when an institution, state institution, feels that something untoward has happened and they are carrying through their mandate, what is expected of us? If we believe that what is going on is not right, there are laws or remedies to that. And that my disappointment is that when you have lawyers who ought to know, why do you think we have appellate jurisdiction? Why do you think that when a lower court does something and we don't agree with it, we go to the higher court? If indeed the lawyer believes that what has happened to Abonye falls foul of the law, he knows what to do. He came to lie to, and that's why I want to conclude, Afenyo Marcus, that I've already exposed to you that he himself does not believe that the executive can interfere in the affairs of the judiciary. Yet today he is telling us that the executive indeed can interfere. Now he had told us on Sunday during his press conference that the judge had remanded Abonye till the case terminates, or the case is determined. Is that not the case? Now this is the judge. By court, the accused is hereby remanded into BNI custody to reappear before the court at the next adjourned date. Emphasis mine.
But they say
prosecution
but they argue.
Yes.
I did this on Top Story, so I remember. They argue that the statement.
Who argued? First of all, who argued?
The NPP.
Yes.
The statement in court is different from the.
What is in court?
Why are you saying
No, why would you say
they were in court?
This is
This is
the crime against humanity. I don't expect you to believe that. No. I won't accept that.
When you go to court,
yes,
and you come and tell me that the judge said this. But why? Weren't we in this country? Hold on.
I can't believe.
What are you saying?
What are you talking about?
Weren't we in this country when a judge gave a ruling and within hours changed part of the ruling? Weren't we?
Listen to me. So when lawyers go to court, they don't take the verbal disposé of the judge as what represents what happened. That's why they all go for the ruling of the court. So if they were dumb-minded, they would have gone for the ruling.
They said they went there.
No, so they lied to you. Instead of you calling them to apologize.
Thank you.
No, you are telling. No. We have to stand there.
Thank you.
Why in this?
Thank you.
So you don't know that
if we want to do this, we'll do this forever.
But you have shortened me.
I have not shortened you.
No, but
you've spoken for a long time.
I've not spoken for a long time. But I love it. All right.
Thank you.
Everybody will know his levels today.
I will start by touching on the debate about the ruling in court and what came out in what the judge's ruling eventually.
If we have an idea.
It tells you how bizarre the situation is. It tells you how worried every Ghanaian must be, such that you have a court ruling and sentencing somebody or asking someone to go into the BNI cell till the matter is finally determined. And by the time his ruling is out, you find something different from what he said in court. Then it gives you a reason to be worried that indeed all is not well. All is not well because within a month.
Are you not going to ask him whether he has the benefit of what the judge said, so that we play, so that we see whether it contradicts what the sort?
You can't record.
So on what basis is he making? Was he in court himself?
When you were speaking, he was
he interjected.
No.
He didn't.
But why are you not asking him questions?
I sat here quietly. Listen.
All right, it's okay. All right, it's okay.
And
thank
give you the respect you
deserve.
deserve.
Thank you very much.
And you should reciprocate that.
Sorry for that.
Thank you.
I will take my note. You give me time to rebut.
I interrupted you, so you can interrupt.
Back to the point that we are not in normal times. We are not obviously in normal times. And if we were Ghanaian, if we are concerned about our country, if we are concerned about the peace of our country, you should be asking questions. You should be speaking against what is happening. And it's good to hear the Peace Council make the point that all of us as political actors must exercise some restraint, what we say and what we do. I am not going to say that as member of the NPP, so if somebody within the NPP has said something that inflames passion, we should encourage it. We should all take a cue. But it is also important to look at what caused it, or why are we here. Kojo, within a space of a month, you have Baba Amando picked up from Sunyani. Sunyani has a police administration. In fact, there's a police district, division, and region. They could not try Baba Amando or handle his case in Sunyani. He was brought to Accra. I read a narrative from him that was explaining how, the manner in which he was transported from Sunyani to Accra. Within a month, Isando in Central Region, he's been brought to Accra. There's no police in Central Region to handle his matters. Within the same month, Abronye has been brought to Accra, among others who within the NDC 1.5 years in office have taken them through this very, very, very bizarre way of going through a legal process. There must be a cause for you as a Ghanaian to be worried. And start
but the question we need to ask is, are they doing contrary to what the law says?
So yes, I'll get to that. What the law says, police administration have jurisdiction. I started by saying, what was the reason for bringing Baba Amando to Accra? Is there no police station in Sunyani? If Baba Amando has done something wrong, I am not his lawyer. Of course, we can go into the issues, what the things he's said. But if Baba Amando has done something wrong, is there no a police station in Sunyani? Why was he brought to Accra? If there was not a special interest or to show him where power lies in training Bibi Kakra, would there be a reason to bring Baba Amando from Sunyani to Accra? Isando, is there no police in the Central Region? Why do you bring Isando to Accra? It should tell you that this is not the normal police doing the police work, but rather someone using the force of the state to what we call teach people a lesson. You know what is happening?
If I can just, maybe they brought them because the Medina court is a specialized court. So do we have specialized court?
Allow him to make his
But he has to ask you because I'm very surprised that you allow him to fly. No, but I'm very surprised that you allowing this to fly.
He's a lawyer, but you're also a lawyer. Sorry.
Let's move on. So, apart from that, there is a trend emerging, and all of us must be worried. Kojo? The new trend emerging is that now arrests and bail condition has become a new punishment regime in our country. Bail condition and arrest has now become a punishment regime under the NDC. Arrest is not supposed to be punishment, and a bail is not a form of punishment. It is only when a competent jurisdiction, a court of competent jurisdiction, has found you guilty, that is when you are supposed to serve a term. Now, when
isn't that why they bring them from wherever they are?
There's a police station there.
Yes, but
the police has
the
capacity.
I know the court.
The police there, they are paid. The police there, they have been trained. The police there, they know what to do. So bringing them to Accra is a non-starter.
But I know the court also have, is it coordinate jurisdiction or so? I don't know if that
yes, the High Court has jurisdiction over.
Yeah, so it means that they can bring one person from this locality to the other.
So ask yourself, why would you bring the person? Do you know it's a cost to you? The taxes you pay, that is what is used to transport the people. The peace goer, they put abroad in. It is my money, your money that was used to buy it. The fuel we use, it is my money, your money. That is what they are using. So if they are abusing it, there must be a reason for you to question it. Why? They can just take the person from his house to the police station in his hometown. They rather go and bring the people to Accra.
I can't believe this is happening here.
Waste fuel. Waste resources. Please, I listen to you. And let me continue the point I was making.
He's cooking.
Can you give me 2 minutes of his time to...
Please, my time should be given to you. Wow.
Oh,
That's refreshing.
That was right.
Ojo, I said arrests and bail condition is becoming the new punishment regime under the NPP. Why do I say arrest is becoming a punishment regime? You are hauled from one part of the country to another. He was not. Oh, that's a statement of fact. Kojo. They went to the police, they went to the Signals Bureau, they went to the BNI, they went to Yoko. It was later on. Then someone hinted at Oshawa before they were told that indeed the gentleman has been picked up. Why must that be a problem? Look at the trauma you took the family through. What is wrong by just telling the family? Or what is wrong by just allowing the gentleman to communicate to his family that yes, I've been picked up because of this? Allowing the gentleman to have legal representation, a constitutional right, a natural right of an individual, he was denied. Is that not punishment? That's by the side. Look at what is happening in court, in the Yoko and other places, and even in court. Unfortunately, people are arrested. Rule of natural justice. And then the jurisprudence in this country. Everyone is deemed innocent until the person has been proven guilty. The people are arrested. They said, oh, because you are accused of X, 500 million, 200 million worth of property.
Depends on the magnitude of your offense.
You see, it is not to say that because you are, it is just to ensure that you will be produced at the next sitting. Why do we even have self-recognizance bill? We know Kojo Breeze. We know Solomon. He is always moving from one TV station to one radio station.
Yes.
He won't run away. So, allow him to go.
You'll be able to say, you'll bring the liver of a lion on you. Liver of a lion, you Solomon.
Allow him to go. If we don't find him, next morning go to join him. You'll find him there.
He's sitting down there. Drinking Pitu.
So, if the person could be produced, what is the point in saying that you need to produce a property worth 500 million before the person is allowed to go home? You see, when you do that, it is just a way of making sure that it is just to make sure that the person is not able to go home, so he suffer in police cells. You know that there was a story we used to hear those days growing up, where they say when you go to a juju man, they say kofa once na akuma bra kofa kotre boy bra.
What is that? What does that mean?
The nail of a lizard or the heart of a housefly.
Those will be your bail conditions.
Yes.
You Solomon.
I don't have a problem.
It is just a way of making sure that you are able to produce what they are asking for. And that is what the NDC is doing now. Just to give you bail conditions, they know very well that it will be practically impossible for you to meet, so that they keep you.
But that's what Solo is saying, that because there's an appellate jurisdiction of some court,
See, we
move
are
there to
not
appeal.
supposed to set a bad standard and a bad precedent in our country and say that use the appellate. If it is bad, it is bad.
The appellate to correct the bad that you are talking about.
No, Solo. If I come here and I slap you, which I will never do.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And because there is a court, so we say that, oh, but then because there's a court, why can't you take him to court? The act was bad and he must be condemned. So not because there is a court, so when you do something wrong, you say that, but then he has an opportunity for redress. So what he did, don't talk about it. What he did is bad. It must be said it's bad. We know Afenyo Markin. Solo was talking about Afenyo Markin and the things he has said in Parliament and all that. Anyone who knows Afenyo Markin, he knows him as a gentleman who is not in the business of going about issuing threats or speaking intemperate language. That's not him. So if you get to a stage where Afenyo Markin is speaking the way he is,
Not backed by facts.
you must be worried.
No, you have to be worried of what he's saying.
It must be a concern for you that why are we here?
Okay. All right.
Because there's an account saying, Kojo, that says, Upam Hufwa to the Bema.
Which is not
Thank you. Thank you very much.
What does that mean?
Thank you. No, thank you. I'm grateful.
Let me land.
But you have not, you didn't give me this opportunity.
I'm grateful.
He has allowed you to flow.
Fifi, I'll come back to you.
30 minutes.
Fifi, I'll come back to
30
you.
solid
I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you.
That was it here.
No, that's not true.
How many minutes?
That's a complete lie. David Bondi
Just let me know that this thing is his mobile phone. It has a time.
That's what I was telling you. 30 solid minutes.
So I'll show you how to.
David Bondi is MP for Timokwa constituency and a board member of SIC. David, when he was speaking, I see you too. You were really eager to come into it. Where do you disagree with them?
And let me say good morning to you.
But there was a very important point I wanted to make. Honorable Council. No, if you indulge me 1 minute. What I want to say is that the NDC, unfortunately, is pushing a certain path, which I find it unfortunate.
You can't start statement all around.
Because these are people, whenever you talk about some of the things happening today, they will be quick to say that, oh, but it happened under the NPP. Oh, but this happened under the NPP. Just like Dr. Zato said, I'm not going to sit here and say that under the NPP, people were not arrested. But as a country, there is the need for us to make progress. If you complain about something, if you felt something was wrong, and indeed went to the voter and promised the voter that you are going to reset our country, improve on what was wrong yesterday, inherit that government, and do worse things, then what the question you should ask yourself, or what the Ghanaians will be asking, is that what then is the essence of this so-called democracy, where people come to us, promise us that give us mandate, give us the opportunity to
The question you should ask him is, when all those things were happening, what was he, his position on?
Don't worry, let me. No, Mr. Bondi will do justice.
All right.
Yeah, Bondi.
All right.
Anyway, good morning once more to our cherished viewers and my constituents. Akufo-Addo is always on my heart, and want to say good morning to the chiefs and the elders of Akufo-Addo, the DC, and everybody. I have listened to all these, complaints and all these agitations from the MPP camp and all that. The NDC is harassing them and all that, arresting their activists and their people here and there. I have listened and I've sat back and listened carefully. Question number one: did the court acted unconstitutionally? Did you find anything like that? That the reminding a suspect into a custody to reappear at the next adjoined case, an adjoined date, is it unconstitutional? Did any of them prove that act by the court was unconstitutional? I mean, I don't know whether the constitution has been changed within these few months that we've been in government. Is that the first time it's happening? Has the model of operandi changed all of a sudden? Has the security services changed their way of doing things? That is unconstitutional that they are complaining about. Remember Kweku Anyedoho, and I'm not the type that want to, begin to refer to former cases and to think that I'm doing equalization and all that. And that will not help our country. But you see, what this gentleman said recently, that if you arrest our people again, we'll bend down your national, office and all that. All the statements that are coming now, one of them threatening the police that they said will marry school and all that. Are those things different from what Kweku Anyedoho might have said, that he was arrested? And His Excellency Mahama at the time might have to go to the police station up and down and all that. Do you know Honorable Francis Xavier Sosu? Did you see how the police used this Arnold Schwarzenegger style chasing him in church and all that? Has the operations of the police service changed within these few days that we've been in government? What is this complaint about? My brother, Fifi, all that Abronya said, will you be able to open your mouth to say it? You will never do that because I know you're a very nice gentleman.
Maybe you'll be able to say it.
Number two, let's all the NPP guys who are chasing after Abronya's arrest and detention right now come and tell us that the way Abronya raised insult on people like His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, people like they themselves, their own man, the former Dr. Anani, Dr. Richard Anani, that fine gentleman who don't even want matters for himself. That allegation and insults. You see, when we're growing up, okay, one of the things we're taught growing up was to respect elderly, because it's our culture in Ghana showed us to respect and to be truthful and honest, and not to show disrespect to elderly, to be truthful and honest in the things we say and do. Those of you who are glorifying this behavior, statements and these acts of individuals in your party, that the security agencies are doing their work, and you have all the problems that you have against the security agencies and the court, will you be able yourself sit before cameras and do the things they do? If you won't do because they are bad, why are you glorifying what they do? Why don't you call them and talk to them that, hey, this is not Ghana, and this is... Listen to me, my brother. Can you make your political point without insulting both NDC activists and NPP activists? Can you just go look at the camera and make your political point without insulting? Can you listen? To a extent that you are calling a judge of wearing kotoku or the kotoku bishanitia.
What is kotoku?
Sack.
Ah.
And you are glorifying that, applauding a whole regional chairman of your party going that low against our judiciary, and you are applauding him, glorifying that, making noise all around that such a person is being remanded to police custody to reappear to court the next court date, and that is what has not happened in this country before. Tell me the law that have been breached. So why are we doing all this to ourselves? In any case, if we can't call a wrongdoing, then what are we doing in this country? The fact that somebody will say, oh, it happened and Akufo-Addo will condemn it, and so today is happening, when you arrest, they will say it is equalization, therefore don't do it. What kind of society are we building? Tell me the kind of society you want us to build. What is wrong yesterday, must it be right today because government has changed? Must it be right today because government has changed? The Peace Council, today the Peace Council, of which I respect so much, today they found their voice again. They found their voice again. I'm sure Mate and other people will begin to come in now.
Oh, but the Peace Council,
because the NPP has changed.
Lost his voice.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Really?
Today they found their voice again.
Matters like this.
And when they found their
He
voice,
said a lot.
He
said,
can I have my 10?
Let him speak.
Allow the honorable.
When they had their 10, now that they found their voice, all that they could say is that there is a political tension in this country. What is political tension? Is it you are a political, what's a political?
I thought you were asking.
What have you, right?
Question. I wanted to answer.
Hold on.
Oh, that's all right.
My brother,
It's a rhetorical
is it when individuals from one political party make reckless statements and they are called by the security agencies to answer for, that constitutes a political unrest in the country? That the Peace Council couldn't call out those who are misbehaving against the law? Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo said that if individuals behave and misconduct themselves against the law, and the law is dealing with them, the executive has nothing to do with that. Didn't you hear that? What is all this noise about?
What is the position on that?
Of course, what is the position? Is that
No,
the wrong?
your position, what was
Yes,
it?
absolutely.
When you said that?
Oh, that was right, because wrong is wrong at the time. Today, wrong is wrong. Right is right at the time. Today, right must be right. Can we begin to be principles for once? in order to grow our country.
Okay.
My brother Kwejo,
Yeah.
just tell the NPP guys to mention one of the things that these guys are doing and they have been arrested, that if they will do same. Look,
What are you doing?
Abronye was able to speak, and sometimes, I think that the police service should even up their game and do more.
Arrest more.
Those that are calling and are threatening the police that they are catering in school, they will deal with them. By now, they should be picked. Those that are threatening that if the police should go ahead and do their lawful duty by arresting people they feel that have some questions to answer, they will burn some political party's head office, they should be arrested by now. The arrest must not cease until the misconduct, the misbehavior ceases. We cannot live in a country where sentiment and agitation become the order of the day. The law must work and it must not be a respecter of individual.
Okay.
And that is why it is important to realize the Peace Council must redirect their caution and their whatever, if it's a statement they issued, to wrongdoers to stop wrongdoing so that the arrest will stop.
Okay. All
Can we live in a country where we live as if we are in a jungle,
Okay.
where people go around and be insulting and we should just forget about it?
Okay.
In any case, somebody should point one wrongdoing that the judge did against the Constitution or the police against the Constitution. Then we can talk about it.
Okay.
Other than that, what kind of noise are we making where we should be talking about how we got out of IMF and be talking about the very good things that Akufo-Addo is doing, how the economy is growing and all that, the bread and butter issues, and today we wake up and all we can talk about is that people misconduct themselves, the police is arresting them.
Thank you.
And so what's all this about? What's all this about?
I need an education.
But I don't easily get.
I need an education. Gentlemen, hold on for me.
Quick one. I'm only drawing.
I don't know. Are you the one conducting the program?
Hold on.
Are you the one moderating the program? Yes,
I'll come to you.
You are the people.
I don't know why you don't want to have a little
He's
patience.
protecting people.
Yes.
Black bearer in the end.
Did I mention that?
Hold on.
Did I mention that?
You are the people.
Did I mention that?
I mentioned you said that you're asking people should give you the laws that the law agencies have breached for putting people right when they go against
exactly.
The law. When you said one, is that Abronye, who said that the judge has put the sack on
Abronye.
What provision in the law did he breach by that?
But that is for the court to determine. They have not determined.
But he's asking, I'm trying to...
He's talking about the remand.
Can I answer the question? Because I've asked the question.
Please.
Can I answer the question?
Please, you answer.
What wrong does anybody commit?
Can I answer the question?
This is prejudicial.
What wrong?
He will answer. Allow him.
One commit by saying,
Fifi, don't be swayed by Solo, I beg you.
I'm not. Nobody's swearing anything. I ain't coming member of contestant in the.
Now listen.
My goodness, Nipa do.
Can I have order? Honorable. Whatever statement that Abronye made, the police service found that statement was not right. And then he was arrested and put before court to justify the statement he made. Are you sure it is in my capacity to come and determine the merits and the dismerits of the
isn't that what some journalists might
now listen. Can you listen?
Speaking again.
Let me listen.
When someone says,
so listen. Oh God, listen. So I am not here to determine the merit and demerit of the case. I am saying that putting a suspect in custody to reappear the next day in court does not constitute any breach of the Constitution I know about. That's the point I'm saying. I am not here to determine the merit or demerit of the case. Hello, I am not determining whether or not he had done wrong or not. I am saying that the act everybody is shouting about is that why should Abronye be reminded? When did it become constitutional, issues? When a court of competent coordinate remand a suspect in custody to reappear, when did it become breach of the Constitution?
Thank you. Yeah, that's all.
When?
Thank you.
So what is all this about?
I'll give you 2 minutes.
So that you are
First, quick one. First, on my joint line, Felix Owusu-Kwakye is saying that
If you want us to determine the case here as court, then say we should determine the case. And that is not what we're doing.
Give him his 2 minutes.
And you want to testify why somebody should not be arrested? Are you the lawyer for somebody?
Give him his 2 minutes.
allow.
But give him his 2 minutes. Give him his 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Felix Owusu-Kwakye is on my joy online saying that Twitter jostling for power won't save you. You are sitting here projecting Akufo, so you are
I
jostling
take
for
exception to
power.
that, and I
That's
think you
one.
must withdraw that without a
this
white.
will not read.
Look,
Number two. Number two.
I think he must withdraw
Number
that
two.
right now
Yes.
whilst I
Number
hear.
two. He
says
And
he's
that
not-
I
he's
do
not
not.
providing.
No, hold on. That is not to go. It won't go. Sato, it won't go.
He says he's not doing the thing.
Listen.
Just withdraw it for him.
When I made a statement that instead of talking about how we exited from IMF,
It's fine.
led
It's
by
fine. He says
Dr. Akufo-Addo, what is that protecting
the same
all about?
IMF where
So-
Akufo-Addo and his team are telling us that even though we have exited,
I am asking
the
to
IMF
withdraw
is
that
still going
and
to have a
possibly
stick at
apologize
our
to me.
back.
Otherwise,
And that is
we are not getting up here.
How did that find way
Honorable Wande.
in the
Yeah, that is
conversation
what it
this
is.
morning?
Oh, no.
When we are
Because you
talking
don't
about
go around and
issues
telling
of right of people,
people
and you are
all
telling
these
us
things
that
that
everybody
protect
is not
somebody.
supposed
You
to
don't-
be
you don't-
In any case, if I project Akufo-Addo,
It's fine.
is he
Because
not
I
more
told you,
qualified than
President,
that your
that is the reason why Felix
candidate?
Akufo-Addo is telling you that please
He is.
stop, allow the president
So if
to
I
run.
project Akufo-Addo, is he not more qualified than your candidate
Allow the
to be president
to
of
run.
the Republic
Anyway,
of
hold on.
Ghana?
It's fine,
stop
hold on.
projecting
So how do you
and
begin to
putting your
Hello,
exception you're doing?
gentlemen.
I take exception to that.
Gentlemen, we are still on
He takes a
TV.
great
We are still on TV. He's made it.
Please.
Everybody has heard him. It's fine. Let's
How do you do? In any case, if I project Akufo-Addo will be president. What's wrong about that?
It's okay.
What's wrong about that?
It's okay. Let's make progress. I beg you. Let's make progress. Yes.
Number two, if you condemn Abronye, but you keep mute or defend Kevin Taylor, you are a big fat witch. You can't.
I'm sure you are not listening to me.
Then, there was a question that was asked. Is the president the police or the BNI? Yes, Manasseh Azura Awuni actually has an answer to that question. He says, why have I left out the police and judiciary to focus on you? Manasseh Azura actually answered this question. He says, an elder who sits at home and watches the children eat the forbidden snake will not be left out when the roll call of the snake eaters is taken.
I'm sorry, that is not.
So,
that
said
is
the old
not.
age.
That cannot.
Please,
What is the separation of powers? Separation of powers and
You also have a
You don't go and take some adults to come and justify your doing. When there are separation of powers, judiciaries and the executives are different. Said by Akufo-Addo himself, and then you come and justify that with some local adage. When the separation of powers justified by Akufo-Addo himself, what are you saying?
Separation of powers, I will tell you the
What are you
separation of
saying?
powers. The executive is not separated from the president. The president appointed the IGP. The IGP is not a separate power from the executive. If you don't know, let me teach you. The president appointed the BNI director. It's not separate from the executive. The separation of powers is between the executive, legislature, and judiciary. IGP is a member of the executive arm. Director of the BNI is a member of the executive arm. They are not separate from the president. And that is the question I'm making here, both in government and league. So if you don't know, let me teach you. So Azira is now making this point. He says, your appointees, the IGP and the BNI director, that's what this is how you continue. You appointed the IGP, you appointed the director of BNI. The political office holders whose complaints have led to the arrest of journalists are your appointees. He goes on, and they are not clothed. The IGP can be sacked today by you. The director of BNI can be closed by you, so they are not clothed by the separation of powers. Don't throw weights you don't know. Then he came out to here. Your appointees, calling your appointees and security agents to order is not an interference in their lawful duty. It is safeguarding the integrity of our democracy, protecting the constitutionally granted freedoms of the people. There is a reason members of the governing party are not the target. The security agencies and some judges have resorted to these shameful actions because they are too eager to please the political authority headed by you. As we experienced in the past, members of the incumbent party do worse and get away with it. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
All right.
Okay.
Are you done?
So very, very important, very quick. You see, I'm very happy that he believes so much in that paragraph of Manasseh Azuri, and it tells me that indeed.
Actually, I remember I attended the whole thing into
Allow him.
They did something to me.
No, me, I never did so. I never.
It was Bondi. Okay, where he
Wait
starts.
to Bondi, not me.
Thank you.
I didn't do anything to you.
You see, he has thrown you under the bus.
I didn't do anything.
That's the way Solo is.
So what I'm saying is that. So now, per what you read, you actually believe.
Solo.
And whatever arrest is taking place is the doing of John Mahama. That is what Manasseh Azuri is saying. Now, would I be right in saying that as Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was the chair of the police council, he actually caused the 8 people that were killed in, was it Techiman, during the elections? Would I be right? Would I be right in saying that it was Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, as the chair of the police council, that caused Mensa Thompson to be arrested? Would I be right in saying that it was Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia that caused Salamatu Mohammed to be arrested? What about Bobi Ansah? Was he the one that caused him to be arrested? What about the 50 people who were arrested during the Julobi demonstration? Would I be right to as it were, accuse Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia of being the one who caused them to be arrested? That is why this provision is so hollow, that you shouldn't have relied on. If you really believe that I have not called your name. Now, coming back to Fifi, I was very surprised Fifi was citing instances of why people will be arrested in Sunyani and brought to Accra. Hey, does he remember Gregory Afoko? Where did the incident took place? Was it not in Bolga? Where was the matter tried? Which police station was it brought to? Under their government, under the able leadership of Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. They were brought to Gregory Afoko was brought to Accra.
Gregory, a matter of speech.
Oh, you cited an example that you do not understand why
So
somebody
you
will be
are
arrested.
comparing to the
Don't worry, when
incident.
I'm done there, you correct me. You say when I came in, you were
go ahead.
apologize to me because I did.
I sincerely apologize.
Fantastic.
Really?
When Gregory Afoko was arrested, the matter was tried in Accra. He was brought to a police station in Accra. And it is not an illegality. It is something that is very common because there are certain aspects of investigations that the expertise would only be in Accra and not at the regional level. You understand? And that is why there are certain crimes that when it takes place in certain areas, as a matter of fact, personnel from the headquarters are sent there to investigate and bring the results. What about the Denchirabwase? Those that were accused of having killed Major Muhammad, where were they tried? By the way, why is it that all of a sudden those that were pushing us go to court, are now saying that when someone goes to court, it is now a disease? I can't get it. And I won't get it.
Good.
That people that were saying that go to court, all of a sudden, people are in court and they are saying that is an illegality.
But Basolo, what is special about free speech? Or people, speaking, people...
I'm coming there. You have not listened to me carefully.
I've listened to you. But my question is, your explanation is to the effect that...
It is not. You ask me my interpretation. Don't put your interpretation.
No, I'm not.
Yes.
But you are saying
yes.
that the reason why they bring them to Accra is some expertise is only in Accra.
No, I was dealing with the issue of... I was trying to point to him that it is not unusual for people to be sent to a different police station on crimes. You understand?
But it's also not unusual for me to ask you then that this matter borders on people speaking.
But you know how we fought for free speech in this country. I'll be the last person to say that people must not be speaking freely. What am I doing this morning? By the way, what are we doing this morning?
Okay.
Kojo Brace, what have you been doing? What I'm saying is that we should not allow the NPP that has gone into comatose. Now, their internal elections are nothing short of blood flowing. People are slapping people at Anya. So they want to find a way of trying to cover it up. So they have brought a non-existent occurrence. And the peace, that's what I said, the peace council statement is so hollow that we must not rely on it.
So right here, thank you. Your 2 minutes up. Philly.
Honorable Vondi.
I wish you would discuss the matters instead of discussing me.
Oh, I'm not discussing you. I'm only making reference to what
You're a
you
star
said.
man. You are the only honorable here. So we'll discuss you.
Honorable Vondi, Member of Parliament for Chifo, Etimokwa constituency. On this show.
And one of the biggest backers of
Atufo, yes. Atufo president. Atufo is my friend.
Are you the campaign manager?
Is that to live in?
Yes. Oh. On this show, enumerated a number of persons who were arrested for airing their views under the
I hope I have my turn.
Oh, yes.
Definitely you shall. But conveniently, it escaped him that under the NPP administration, you had persons, not regional chairmen, not constituency communication officers, not constituency organizers, but very high persons, including presidential candidates, referring to the apex court of our country as unanimous FC.
Who said that?
Unanimous FC. You know what that means? They say that the Supreme Court, the highest court of our land, their words are actually law.
But that was what Kandapa said. Or you have forgotten?
Would you allow me to make
Your national security minister. That was what he said.
Would you allow me to make
Somebody used to ask him.
Solo, allow him.
So you must allow him.
The party don't say that. The party don't say that. Don't even make reference to take
the national minister, the minister of no. Let's
allow me to take my point.
We're not playing any tape. Let him land.
You people don't like playing tape.
You have the NDC as a political party.
The national security minister said they were unanimous. That's what he said.
He was pleading with them to give us some.
When you refer to the Supreme Court as unanimous FC, it means that these are persons who, no matter the issue, will just toe a certain line without making reference to the law, which they are supposed to. They said that. He did not find anything wrong with that. In fact, this one, I have not personally checked. Someone sent me a message, and I want you.
Someone sent the message. Going to read
you want me? I want you to guide me on that. And the person says, for the entire 8 years of the NPP Nana Akufo-Addo administration, 12 people were arrested for exercising free speech.
Not true. Julobi was 50. Julobi, stop it right there.
They were not. It was not free speech.
What were they doing? When you go on
demonstration,
don't even go there. This agenda you want to set, don't even go there.
John Mahama
one day 50 people Julobi in front of the seat of presidency. What are you talking about?
Month-old government.
That research is from Joy.
16.
This house
and does it make it right? If somebody got it wrong, doesn't make it right. If somebody got it wrong, doesn't make it right. What are you talking about?
The current John Mahama-led NDC.
It's not true. This is fake.
16-month-old government. There have been 16 arrests.
So take 16 out of the 50 that was arrested in a day.
And the person who sends me the message attributed to Joy News research.
The man was standing here when he was presenting.
So Julobi, the 50, what happened to it?
What Solo was doing, but let me land on that point. If you have a situation where we all complain that, well, under the NPP administration, some people have been arrested for expressing their views, and it is not right. So the promise is that we'll come and do better. 8 in 8 years. 12 in 8 years.
It is not true that it's 12 in 8 years.
Now, you have 16.
It was 72 in 8 years.
Months. That should tell you the reason why the Peace Council will come and caution that, please.
Not true.
These are no normal times.
Your 2 minutes is really
These are times all of us must be worried. But let me make the point. And I move on. The point about the point Honorable was protesting.
Today he's becoming husband. That if he's becoming husband.
But you are sitting here for him to say that it's only
allow him. Let him.
So the 50 people that were arrested, we are not counting.
Let him make his point.
So
what
we
are we talking
were
about?
on this platform discussing issues of human rights. Then craftily, Honorable Vondi brings in Atto Forsen and the need why Atto must be praised.
Atto is not for maize farmers in my village.
Please, Honorable, sorry, Dr. Zato.
They are suffering.
He said I have to land.
Are you a maize farmer?
Atto Forsen, there was no connection to the conversation about Atto Forsen. But Honorable had to find a way to bring in Atto Forsen and why we must praise
the point.
That is the point. Felix Kwachi Ofosu, the spokesperson for the president, coming out to say,
you see, it's fine.
They are joking my government.
Thank you.
Instead of talking about my government, you are rather praising people who want to be president.
Fifi, that's okay.
See, I think that
instead of talking about issues of human rights, all you want to do is to praise Atto Forsen.
That is the next agenda of the NPP.
Fifi, excuse me. Listen, when you have problem with communication, that's what you do. I said.
Yeah, when you can't talk about human rights, you talk about Atto Forsen.
I said
praising him.
That instead of talking about what affects Ghanaians' economy, deliberate today.
That's agenda setting.
How we got out of IMF, which is a very important, interesting topic. We are here discussing people who are misconducting themselves and are being arrested by the law enforcement. I don't think that amounts to endorsing anybody for presidency.
So you withdraw your endorsement?
If that can start listening is different from hearing. So listen. If you don't mind, I can help you understand it. Anyway. So listen. Now, I want to say here and now that I am encouraging the police service, all the law enforcement agents,
they don't need your encouragement.
to go ahead and do their lawful duty. They must not do it capriciously or, out of law. They must do their duty properly. Those who flout the law must be arrested, put before court of competent coordinates, and their matters must be determined according to merit. Do not listen to any gendarme from anybody. These arrests, I am not saying must be directed at some section of individuals in our society. It must cut across the way you're doing, so that Ghana, the sanity and then the peace we're enjoying will continue. Those who have found their voice now must advise appropriately and where it must go. And I think that is how we build a society. So please, those who feel that for them, when it is their turn, they must do the wrong thing and get away with it. That's not where we are now. The police must work.
Tell us it's not possible.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Let's
move on. Guys,
I am surprised when people talk about cocoa farmers, especially doctors.
Let's make progress.
Knowing what is about cocoa price, and you go around cooking,
gentlemen.
I hope snake will not bite you people one day.
Progress.
You are afraid to go to the farm because
I'm a farmer myself. Everybody knows I'm a cocoa farmer.
Oh, but Fifi, I will not but I now
baby I said
now we are fanting sir. Baby I said fanting I am married. I am papa. I will fanting for na I married. I will fanting for na I married.
Let's make progress. Let's make progress.
Fanting for na I married.
Let's make progress, gentlemen.
Okay, good.
Do we close?
The MPP can never be special people in this country.
Should we close?
The MPP and their activists,
I'll close.
the MPP and their activists cannot be seen to be special people in this country.
Should I close?
And then when you go and misconduct yourself like Akufo-Addo said, we should not allow the
thank you. All your mics are off, so it's
why would that happen?
So it's fine. Your mic is off. Now let's move on and talk about the next subject. Let's talk about the next subject here. Now, yesterday, the flag bearer of the NPP, Dr. Bawumia, met with the NPP MPs in Parliament because ahead of the reopening or recall of the House today, and asked them to prepare to take power in 2028. Now, we are asking, is the NPP truly ready? Fifi, I'll start with you. Is your party truly ready? 5 minutes.
Yes, we are ready. And indeed, as a political party, we are there to serve. We are there to govern. And that's exactly what we seek to do. The party has elected its flag bearer, Dr. Bawumia. And Dr. Bawumia, after his election, has started engaging different stakeholders. And yesterday he met the minority and urged them on. Indeed, the minority has done a wonderful job so far in Parliament, keeping government on its toes. It was refreshing during the budget debate. And then the reason why I joined the MPP, I was excited that yes, indeed, like we say, we have the men. They exposed the shortfalls of the NDC administration and preferred better solutions to the problems we have as a country. So the flag bearer meeting them and urging them that, yes, let's go ahead.
Yes.
Preferring better solutions to the problems of this country, I believe was in the right direction. Those who say that, well, the NPP is not prepared, they rather have a bigger problem to deal with. Because for us, we already have a candidate. We are going through the process of selecting our party agent at the local level, polling station, coordinators, constituency. I must admit that that process has not been, it's not been the best.
Okay.
I believe the party could handle that better.
Which process?
The process of selecting the polling station executives. I believe we could handle it better. But that is a human institution. You have issues which you believe you can handle better. But those who are excited, I think this gives opportunity for Vondi to really talk about his preferred topic. Those who are talking about it, the NDC, they do not even know whether the mandate is to govern or it is to select who will govern after John Mahama. I saw something very, very interesting. It was a piece done by my friend Dr. Callistus Mahama, Secretary to the President.
Oh, about the NPP governing, eh?
Dr. Callistus Mahama was now warning appointees, including his boss, the Chief of Staff.
The topic is that,
Bondi,
is the NPP ready to govern?
Bondi. The NPP will govern after winning an election.
So discuss that.
The MPP will govern after winning an election. But the MPP, what goes on in the NDC administration would also determine whether the MPP will win an election or not. And the NDC, after winning power, all that they are interested in, according to the President's Secretary, according to the President's spokesperson, they are not governing. The attention is rather on who will succeed John Mahama and not to govern and solve the problems we face as citizens. What did Dr. Callistus Mahama say? He is cautioning you, stop jostling for who succeeds John Mahama and pay attention to the work that has been given to you. The question is, what is the locus of Dr. Callistus Mahama? I thought he only speaks for the acts on behalf of the president. Or he has authority on his own. I thought, per the architecture of the seat of government, the chief of staff is head of the administration. We all know that the chief of staff is interested to be the flag bearer of the...
When did he tell you?
And, our ears are on the ground. We are hearing...
I'm sorry, you are picking wrong signals.
You know what, Bondi? I've been a journalist in this country for many years, and I have my ears on the ground. So I hear things. So allow me. I know when Atu wants to be president and when Atu doesn't want to be president. So let me proceed. Then you have somebody who works under the chief of staff, issuing instructions. And you ask yourself, the president... and for me, that thing did not come from Dr. Callistus Mahama. It came from President Mahama.
But is that discussing how ready your party is?
Wait a minute. I am talking about the people who have the power and what they are doing with the power.
But
then you should be happy. But of course, that will give us opportunity. I will come and land on our readiness as a political party.
Okay.
So allow me to proceed.
Let me check the time.
Okay.
Your system is so added.
So now President Mahama, he cannot even call his own appointees and say that, you know what, act on the job I have given you. Make sure that the Women's Bank is back. Make sure that you are buying foodstuffs from farmers. They get bought. You don't have to get an MP to come and complain before they are bought. Make sure that the cost of electricity is down. The power supply is on. Now President Mahama can call his own appointees and tell them he has to take his secretary to write a letter to us as to whether the general secretary will heed to, the national chairman will heed to that or not. So these people, clearly, they are not interested in the governance of our country. But what have we done as a political party to demonstrate that indeed we are ready to govern? We have already selected our flag bearer. He has started engaging. He has proceeded to even select people who will formulate policies that will help us govern when we have power in 2029 January. It tells you that we are not just sitting. People are not just speaking. People are not just talking. But as a political party, we do not believe in just mere talk. We believe in formulating policies that will address the needs and concerns of our country. And that is the reason why the political party announced recently various committees, sector committees, that are supposed to bring out initiatives that will address our problems. I remember the General Secretary even saying that this is just the core team. On 25th, my understanding is that a broader team will be announced and they will have the mandate. It tells you that for us, it is not just about attacking government, but it is rather formulating policies that will address the needs and the challenges of our country. And indeed, we are ready and we have demonstrated that.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Just before I move on, let me do this from Austin Game. He says, the tolerable level of partisan communication is being abused in the country. The misuse of language by just anyone and also the inability of the media to stay fully impartial to facilitate communication is becoming a concern. What about the attack on the innocent life of the president's daughter who is schooling that the father... Oh, something like that.
Oh, yes.
Yes. In Parliament.
Oh, yes.
In Parliament. You are in oblivion to that?
A lot of things are happening.
And you didn't know about Sami Jeffrey being slapped.
Hold on.
You do not know.
Hold on. That the president's daughter who is schooling, that...
No, it was.
You see that you can't even say it.
You are saying that has come.
You see that in Parliament. You see that you can't even say it with your mouth.
But I was in Parliament.
And it was said by an NPP parliamentarian.
I also heard one to me.
Okay. Indeed, for lack of knowledge, my people perish. That's what he says there. Now, this one here, I'm coming. This one, I'll come to.
I respect.
I'll come to. I'll come to. Hold on.
How are you going to come to him again?
Hold on.
I respect.
Hold on, gentlemen.
Let him moderate the show.
Hold on, gentlemen. Hold on.
But you see, it is also important that persons.
So you have allowed Fifi to talk.
I don't know.
What is this?
I don't want to believe what I'm believing now.
Hold on.
You want us to live all the time.
This one says, the way this incompetent administration is treating this dissenting views, particularly members of the NPP, is disgusting, to say the least. I hope and pray that come 2028, God willing, if the NPP win, we will not hesitate to send them.
Will never come from God.
I won't. Was this the resetting agenda the government promised us? Those that are shamefully defending this gross violation of human rights will tomorrow sing a different song. Central. AKA Dr. Bawumia will be president in 2028. He brought this one in. Okay. All right. So let me have you on this.
So clearly the party NPP is nowhere ready to, as it were, even position themselves as a second force in the next elections. Because we strongly believe that for the Ghanaian to think about the NPP again is to be insulted. The last elections that they went, I believe you remember they went with the manifesto. Is that not the case?
Yeah.
You remember the title they gave to that manifesto? Bold solutions. Bold solutions. We are only under 2 years. So one would expect that most of the assumptions that they made were relevant. So why the need for a new committee? The bold solutions already there.
We are in a dynamic.
Oh, Fifi.
Solo,
Fifi.
I'm not interrupting you, but
You are doing that.
We are in a dynamic world where you
Oh,
don't say that.
it's okay. You keep your dynamism. Let me go on. The party is so much in disarray, and I can't believe it. I don't know whether it's somebody doing juju to the party. Everything they touch seems to be turning the opposite way. Yesterday, I heard the flag bearer of the party say that he does not intend to cause any MP to lose his seat, and that he would protect them, which was not a truthful position to hold by the the flag bearer. Listen to the MP for Ejoso speak boldly. And I'm so sad. And when I saw him write this, I said, what has Kwabena Boateng done to deserve this? For supporting a candidate in the primaries, he has to be subjected to this. That is not seriousness. This is Kwabena Boateng speaking. Looking at what is being done to me now by the New Patriotic Party led by Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, I may or may not succeed in the fight to secure my next term in Parliament. But whatever happens to me, I know I serve my dear NPP well with my gift and strength. The good thing is that I did nothing wrong. This is a member of Parliament for the people of Ejoso who is speaking, saying that contrary to the view held by Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, behind the scenes, together with these men, they are busily working hard to remove Kwabena Boateng. But I want to assure Kwabena Boateng that he shouldn't throw his hand in the air, because the United Parties find something good in him, and that once they remove him, we will present him as our candidate in Ejoso.
You don't have a candidate.
Now, Fifi Boafo, for want of better word, he himself, he knows the truth, but he's trying to be very, very...
Was he in Bawumia camp?
He was, either than that, but now he will be running somewhere. All of them come to greet, so he's part of them. You know, Fifi will be contesting the Takwa seat.
Can you confirm that now?
No, he will be contesting. If he denies...
If he contests, confirm that now.
Now, a while ago, you heard him say that though some of the activities at the polling station levels are not going well. Because in the Takwa in Shaim, I know for a fact that Mrekuduka is not very happy with the fact that Fifi Boafo will be contesting. And so, I am telling you that you say you have information, I also have it. And that right from the polling station, they have started the machinations, forcing their men into the arm, so that on election day, they will go and vote against him. And I want to tell him that as a brother and a friend, that I will not go and spend a dime, knowing very well that that election will not be a very genuine election. This is the party that said they are party waiting to govern. I keep saying that the only time the NPP will be seen as being ready to govern this country is when they are able to go and cover the whole of the rich and also bring Kenofurata back to this country, so that we know that we are discussing substance. You have been able to dissipate this country, you mess up this country, and because you do not respect the people of this country, instead of telling the people of this country that election 2028, we will be out of it because of our deeds and wait for 2032, you are telling them that you are ready. Hey! When you were not even ready, you gave us a hole. What about when you become ready? You will give us a mansion. Nobody is going to listen to this. There is nothing ready about this. Look, he said he made mention of committees. The committee, what new thing is in there? Who is the new person in there? A committee that they want to spite Kennedy Japan, a lady, Amade, who insulted Kennedy Japan, openly, you go and put her in the same committee with Kennedy Japan. That's what Kennedy Japan is not accepting. But you have heard that he's not accepting?
Is that official? I've heard.
Oh, it's official. He's not going to accept. The base is there.
I've heard that it's not official.
Which one is not official? The man is in this country, has been attending programs.
But his spokesperson says the man has not commented.
Yeah. It's not official that he has.
No, which one is not official? The
refusal.
Listen, I mean, let's put one and one together. Sometimes you don't need someone to tell you that I'm not accepting. Here is the man who is not dead. Here is the man whose name has been published, that is a member of committee. Then you call his spokesperson. The spokesperson tells you that he's not denying acceptance or accepting, confirming acceptance. What does it tell you?
But he has also not.
He's telling you that he's not, because first of all, if you were going to put him on that committee, the right thing was to have discussed with him. You didn't discuss with him. You just did it to spite him. You just did it to do him in, so that people will know that I'll see him as someone that does not want the unity of the party. That is what is happening.
Okay. All right.
Before even the race starts, the flag bearer himself is calling one to me incoming. Hey! So I am wondering what the Afokos and the Ajakus are doing in the race. Someone has called someone incoming.
So haven't you gone somewhere with your flag bearer where someone met and said, incoming.
There is no way Alan Chamanti will do that. The moment Alan does that, I'm off.
No, I'm saying that someone has called him as incoming, as Mr. President.
Has called who?
Nobody has called him.
No,
Mr.
this
President.
one is the flag bearer. Flag bearer. Not a candidate. The flag bearer calling a prospective candidate the incoming national chairman when there is a contest to prosecute. So where lies the contest? But have you heard the slap going on in Anya? People are being slapped left, right, center. You have heard that?
Where?
Anya Sochu.
How many people have been slapped?
More than 6. I saw the video. The video is available. What about the Nkoko?
How many people are in Anya? How many NPP members are in Anya?
No, what I saw is people slapping people. I don't know the numbers. But I can tell you.
But you need to do the analysis.
Okay, but rallies, so then it goes back to your earlier subject. You are telling me how many people have been slapped in Anya?
Yes.
How many people are under police custody? That you people create a precedent. There is tension in this country that we must come and stop. You see where?
Which people have claimed? But you disagree with them. But
You are just answering me, and I'm drawing your mind.
You disagree with that. But you are saying that
What about
MPPs are slapping
What
themselves.
about Nkoko?
How many people have?
Blood is flowing everywhere.
How many people everywhere? Where? How many?
Nkoko, go to the Catholic Roman hospital.
Okay, and where? Where again?
What's the name? Kennedy was saying Akos constituency. Achim Swedru. That's where he is from. Go there. The women are saying, and there too, the United Party will snatch that seat. They are swearing that Kennedy will never see parliament. What about Konongo? Even in Konongo, what makes it so dangerous is that the delegates, people that felt that they could also be part of the delegate system, went and bought forms with their own money. Now they were told that elections will take place on Monday, only to go there on Monday and be told that the elections actually took place midnight or Sunday. Look, this is the only party that elections were taking place at dawn. Remember, when Don Guma was the MP, they were doing elections at dawn. They were using lantern. Even at dawn, they were not using the normal electricity like for people to know lantern. When they come, they put it at your face. You are not with us. What sort of party is this? And you say you are ready to govern. Govern who?
Thank you.
What people?
This one says, free speech is indeed under serious threat. President Mahama and his NDC should focus on how to solve the doomsday and stop the arrest and harassment of MPP members. We are not afraid of what they are doing. Master Planner Jr. watching live from France, Paris, with the incoming MPP National Youth Organizer, Commander Chris Nana Lloyd. Okay. Let me come to you before I go to.
Yes, about which one in particular?
Is MPP ready to govern?
The question is an emphatic yes. And the question is...
commentator answering the question like that.
Oh, allow him. Let him know.
Yes, as a social commentator, I just want to remind you.
Let him do it.
And the question is...
But if he's observed and then he's making a judgment based on his observation, what is wrong with that?
Everything is wrong with that.
The good people of this country make His Excellency Dr. Manwai the president of this country.
And you were there.
Ghana will be safe. Ghana will be secured. Ghana will be prosperous. If the people of this country make him the president of this country,
We should give him his
we will
card,
begin realizing the dreams of our forebears, that there can be an African country that will go, and that will prove that we will get to where we are going.
MPP
He has
strategic
explained,
communicator.
he has demonstrated through everything he's done and said that he knows this job. He has what it takes to this job. And that right now in this country, in Ghana, if you remove His Excellency President Mahama, who is probably the most experienced person, no other candidate, individual comes anywhere close. The expertise, the knowledge, the character of His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Ghana will be great under his leadership.
Yes,
Ghana will be
you know
prosperous
you are
under his leadership. Ghana will be safe under his leadership. He will lead us. He will be the Joshua of this country when he get a chance. He will lead us to the promised land. Inshallah. Now the question is, new parliament is coming tomorrow. Then the question we want to ask the new parliament is, because you see, I want to go back there. The NDC is toying with rookies. Wants to bring some rookies to take about it. You say Atto is forcing. Go to my hometown. Go and tell the maize farmers that Atto is forcing. We say if General Mosquito is out there right now, already scared about the record of Bawumia. You know what he's telling people? Don't take the promises of Bawumia. Bawumia has not even made any promise. He has not made any promise. He has not even started campaigning. But already you are so scared. They say, don't take Bawumia's promises, General Mosquito. What are you afraid of?
Oh, he has made a promise.
Hey, what are you afraid of?
He did not say you should
let Ghanaians, feel Ghani. See Dr. Bawumia mount a podium to side by side General Mosquito and debate this country. And you see after that who will vote for General Mosquito.
Oh, but the last time at the NPP convention, he said,
okay, you see how you are tackling me. But if I start tackling you, even though you are honorable, your rules don't appear here. Me too, I will tackle you. I'm just saying that. Go back to the issues. Look, Ghanaians will do the right things. Ghanaians will reward His Excellency Dr. Bawumia because of his brilliance, because of his excellence, because of his demeanor, and because of his down-to-earth spirit. And because he has demonstrated again and again that some of the major policies he championed the government are the foundational stone of his current economy. And for that, Ghanaians are a grateful people. Ghanaians will reward him for that and make him a president. Parliament, yes, for me, I have great expectations of this parliament. And I believe and pray and hope that Your Excellency Your Excellency John Dramani Mahama, please treat the LGBTQ bill as under state of emergency.
You have also gone there.
Please, well, in fact, don't even forget about the private.
Is it part of the?
Yeah, it's part of the.
No, that this is serious for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
That's the way
LGBTQ.
I'm bringing it there. Oh, I'm allowed to make my presentation.
Fantastic.
If you look at the legislature coming up, please submit a public bill like you promised the Ghana Catholic Bishop Conference. Let us get it done. I've seen some of the men and women of the NDC minority. I've seen their brilliance. I've seen their energy. I've seen their commitment. I've seen their stature. And I've seen them, and Ghanaians have seen them. And we can all come to the conclusion that these men and women have demonstrated they have the tenacity, the temperament to manage this country. And that way this country is given to them to be very safe hands.
Okay.
If you look at right now, again and again we go back, that we have powerful members of this government in the executive in Jubilee House already panicking like fear-stricken people about the stature of Dr. Bawumia. It tells you that a storm is coming. A powerful storm is coming to the table. By the time that storm finishes, we'll be swearing His Excellency Dr. Bawumia in as a president.
If you cross 18%, I'll give you my fugu.
So if you cross how many?
18% in less in 2024, 2028, I'll give you my fugu.
Now let's talk about
But ask for your fugu there.
I'll give him the fugu.
But your fugu is.
I cherish it.
But your fugu
It's cheap fugu. Yes, I'll give you the.
Okay, honorable one.
18%, I'll give you the fugu.
It's allowed one day.
Okay, so the question is whether or not the NPP was ready to govern 2028. Is that the question?
Yes, that's the question.
2029.
I think that those questions, that question,
I thought it's 2029, not 2028.
2029.
I'm also the president 2028.
Now,
You should know that, right?
But as for the NDC, they want to get Mahama out quick.
that question
It's not true.
should be looked at.
But they don't want to get
Oh, please.
That
Gentlemen,
He did some.
allow him. Allow
He
him.
did some. He did something.
Allow him.
from
He did
its
something.
own merits and not to be talked about just like that. I think that the Ghanaian are individual discerning people who would want to make decisions that would better their lives. Who would not want to make decisions that they only want to go to the poll to go and vote and bring just anybody.
Yeah.
And so they will look at people with their track record and vote for them.
It's forcing.
And therefore, if Ghanaians want to go to the poll to vote 2028 to see who governs them from 2029, they will look at the individuals and their performance.
At least forcing.
Now, this Mahmoud Bawumia, power was given to him to govern together with his boss, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo did Bawumia a lot of good. He referred to Bawumia as the best economist in the world. And that all the economic situations that is confronting this country, Bawumia was going to solve it. What did Bawumia do?
That's the question.
When they came to power, the CD against the dollar was somewhere 3.9 Ghana cedis against the United States dollar. Under the leadership of Bawumia.
Could you, that's not correct.
What is correct?
Oh,
What is
can
not
I
correct?
have my 10?
It wasn't 3.
It was 3.9.
Let me even give you a gift. Let me do it 4.2 as you said. under the leadership of Bawumia, who superintended over the management of the economy, who was the chairman of the economic management team, led the economy and ran the exchange rate from 4.2, as you want me to say, to about 17.5 under the leadership of Bawumia.
Was that 17.5? They said that you took it?
Under the leadership of Bawumia.
Did you take the exchange at 17.5?
This same Bawumia.
No, did you take the exchange at 17.5?
This same Bawumia.
In January 2025. No, let's facts are sacred.
40.72.
Yeah.
So you lied.
It wasn't 17.
So he lied.
But he went to 17.
No, but he
It
lied.
doesn't problem. But you are talking
No,
about
but he
when
went
you
to
took-
17 at the point.
Again,
It wasn't 17.5.
listen, communication
No,
is
it
the
wasn't.
flow of
No,
information.
that's-
Communication is
Today
the
they are being very clear,
flow of
right?
information.
Very well. No, it's
and
not.
the people viewing
It's
us will not
it's
get.
not. I would.
Now, listen,
He did, in fact.
internet banks in this country.
Okay,
A local
He
bank.
do it.
It's Fidelity Bank and all those.
Tolerance
Some
for
of
once.
No,
if you
he
want
said
to
it-
come to
he said
parliament,
local bank. Honorable,
you must wear the heart of tolerance.
You don't have tolerance at
Because
all.
in parliament,
When
we
you are
do
in
decent debates.
When you are in
So
parliament,
listen, don't hear, listen.
as honorable, you must take
Now,
part.
now,
You shouldn't-
They're the first
Now,
to land bank,
how did he do that?
Is that not the case?
He said he
and his
collect all
economic
local bank.
management-
Fidelity Bank not part of the local bank.
You are talking. What about your boss? I'm not part of them.
Hold on, gentlemen. Hold on.
Bawumia has collapsed the market.
See, Kojo, I wish to say this. We are on the platform. A lot of people are watching us. The least we can do is to spill out information that is inaccurate, lies. He sat here to say that in January 2024, January 2025,
God.
the CD to the dollar exchange was 3.9.
No, you
That's
see,
not correct.
you lied
He
again.
sat here.
You
He
lied
said
again.
The exchange rate
You were not
under
listening.
the NPP was 17.5.
You were not
That's
listening.
also a lie.
With
He
the
sat
greatest
here
of
and
respect,
said
my
that
brother,
Dr.
you
Bawumia
lied
collapsed the
again.
local bank.
I'm coming, hold on.
So
That's
can
also
I-
another lie.
It's my
You shouldn't
turn.
allow that to happen.
It's fine. Hold on.
So now listen.
Let me ask you a
But he
simple
said
question.
he
No,
collapsed.
you don't ask a
Bondi,
question
you
that
said
will make my solution.
Bondi, let me ask you a
People
question.
here, you just- you take out all-
No. The 12 is fine. Bondi, a while ago, you said the Ghanaian economy has become better, right? No, hold on. You said that, right? It's become better.
I said that.
And that we
yes.
should discuss
I was
that
going to
one.
Say it. Yes,
No, I'm coming.
Yes,
We should discuss
yes,
that one.
Yes.
And you attributed it to who? Kisela Tufosen.
No, he is the finance minister.
And you said
so
that.
tell me who
you said,
I should attribute it to.
okay, good.
Yeah.
So we should attribute to him. Why then do you leave?
If educational,
hold
education
on.
The way education
Hold on,
is playing so well.
let me ask you a
under
question.
my own brother, my very good brother.
Let me ask you a question. Mr. Bondi,
who should I attribute it to?
You say, okay, good. So you say that the economy is doing better because of Atufosen. And I want to ask you, why then do you leave the finance minister and Akufo-Addo?
Thank you very
and
much.
hang it around Dr. Bawumia's
Thank
neck?
you very much. In the NPP administration, the president then told us that the entirety of the economic management is in the hands of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Whom should I attribute it to?
What's your source?
Now listen.
Akufo-Addo.
Now listen.
What's the source?
Now listen.
Akufo-Addo.
Wait.
I said, and I will mention.
But Jane is not part of
Maria.
the...
I will mention.
Prof is not part of the economic
I will
management team of this
mention again.
government.
No, she's not.
I will mention again.
They've not made the vice
that
president any.
how did the banks got
They haven't
collapsed?
assigned the current vice president any.
This same
Specific
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and his economic management team told us all Ghanaians that we will need 9 billion Ghana cedis
Collapse.
to be able to sustain the banks and to continue to work.
Absolutely.
So all Ghanaians who are working at those banks can continue to get job to do.
Yes.
And that it was too much to use taxpayers' money, 9 billion Ghana cedis, to recapitalize those banks, the indigenous banks, to work. So what did he do? He said the best way was to consolidate. They use a very beautiful English language, and these people, they know how to speak English language, so they will use a nice language when they want to nicely.
Swindle you.
Like sterilization.
They use consolidation.
You know
So they
sterilization.
use consolidation.
That's just
Jato,
like sterilization.
Dr. Jato.
You said English.
Dr. Jato.
But
So they use what we call consolidation.
Like sterilization.
In that consolidation, they use more than 30 billion Ghanaians taxpayers to collapse all these banks and get everybody out of job. You want this man to come and handle this economy again. What do you take
That one, it was a slip of tongue.
What do you take Ghanaians for? Number three. Number three.
It was a slip of tongue.
Before they came to power, what was the price of fuel in this country? The price of fuel in this country, the price of fuel in this country,
What the price
at the
was and what the
time,
price is today.
the whole gallon was 4 cedis.
It is not what?
Before they left power,
NPP left
before they
power,
left power,
the fuel price at
hello.
Now what is it?
Hello. When these people took over,
and then-
Kojo,
no, the-
and
let
the
Honorable tell
economy
us
was
the price of fuel in 2020, January 24th.
why are you not
today?
tolerant?
I'm so tolerant.
So listen.
So I'm only
You know what you do?
You ask the question.
You
I
will
want
listen.
you to answer.
And when you listen,
If you write
it's
it
good
down,
for
write
you.
it
Write it down.
Write it down.
It's big. I know the punch are
I
big,
am
but
only
you have to
urging
take
you
it.
to proceed with what you said. You
So-
were talking about price of fuel in
So
2020.
listen.
January.
So
Write it
listen.
down.
No, I'm not.
So
I'm
listen.
asking him to go ahead with
So
it.
listen.
He should complete it.
So listen.
You write it down.
Why is he hanging?
So now you agree with me 100%
Yes.
that under the management of this economy, led by this same Bawumia, fuel price, diesel, rose up to 23 Ghana cedis
What is
per
the
litre.
price today and what was the price you had?
Now listen. You want this same person to come back to rule this country? Ghanaians won't do that.
Oh, okay.
Number
Okay.
four.
Okay.
Number
So
four.
talk about the price of fuel.
Number
What is it
four.
now?
Number four. Now listen.
Can-
You want me to discuss the price of fuel today?
Yes. Yeah, what is it now? Yeah.
Okay. Now, today, can you imagine
No.
how much the price of fuel would be if the dollar was 17.5?
What is the price of fuel today? Answer.
Would you be able to determine the price of fuel today if the dollar, the way it was under you,
And even when you claim the dollar has improved,
do you know how much
you can't
the
even
fuel
mention
will
the
be
price
by
of
today?
fuel.
No, but
Okay.
when-
Now you want to bring this guy.
Allow him.
You want to bring this guy to come and govern again. In any case, the selection
Mahama, who
process,
put us in doom
the
talk
selection
is back.
process of
John
Bawumia
Mahama, who
was
took us
even
through
flawed.
4 years of doom, so is
Listen,
back.
the selection
You are talking
process of
about
Bawumia
Bawumia.
was wrong. Look,
How wrong?
I'll tell you
it
what.
wasn't 4 years.
Oh, I'll tell you
The doom was how many
how. I
years?
will tell you how.
The doom
Oh,
was how
Jesus
many
Christ.
Hano.
The doom was how many years?
These MPP people. Listen,
John Mahama, he
I'll
took
tell you.
us 4 years, 8 years of doom.
I am saying that the selection process of your flag bearer, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, in itself is wrong. Listen, every civilized political party
Talk about
is
our
organized
candidates.
from the ground to the top. You will do your branch elections. When you finish, you will do your constituency elections.
We don't have branch.
Do your regional elections. You go to the national elections. Then that
What
is
about
the
those that don't have
organogram.
branch
Listen, that is the organogram.
No, you are not saying listen. He's
Oh,
arguing all the
Jesus
time.
Christ. Will you
No.
listen?
We are not listening because you start here the same day. Your national chairman is already campaigning.
Yes.
Which political party have you seen the first year national chairman touring oil campaign? Which political party?
Yes.
You are sitting down here trying to lecture.
Hey, a political activist that is not MPP,
Yes.
a CSO. That is not MPP. It's more vocal for the MPP more than the MPP man who is trying to become a member of parliament. So listen.
No, you listen. You listen.
Why will you give my time to them?
Your time is past.
Why will you give my time to them?
Your time has trimmed.
Why is it that you don't have the skin of hearing the
I
truth?
do. You don't.
You don't have the skin of hearing the truth. What is your problem? So listen.
Your national chairman is campaigning.
So listen.
Today,
after using the old executive to select a flag bearer, me, if I was their party member, I would have gone to court a long time to select their flag bearer. Now the flag bearer is determining who become their national chairman, causing division, anarchy in their own party. Same way they are causing anarchy
out there
in this
telling
country.
you that.
And you want that person to become president? No, it won't happen. I want to advise the MPP. And
Any
all
day,
the-
any time, Ghana will choose Bawumia over Seydou Ketia. That's a fact.
Now listen.
That's the content.
Now listen. I want to advise all the activists that
The
my own
activists
big
or
brother.
activists? You mean the
my
activists?
own, before I let me, and this is what my last remarks.
Yeah.
My own big brother, Kojo Opon Nkrumah, made a statement, and I so like it, that in every political circle, somebody always being used.
No, it's not his statement.
Well-
Rightly. It was
a quote.
It was in the book of.
Thank you. I heard it from him.
He believes in it.
I heard it from him, and I so believe.
It was a quotation.
So that's fine. That's fine.
So
will you listen to me? So will you listen to me?
So who is being used to the ADC?
Will you listen to me? Why do you have problems listening? It's very important. It's a very healthy exercise to learn how to listen.
I know.
A very healthy exercise.
I know.
And that is why I want to advise both of you to learn how to listen, because you see, when you are vowing to come, it's a very tough skin place. So listen, in every political circle, there is somebody that is always being used. Abronye, if you look round and you do not know who is being used, then it is you doing all the dirty work for somebody thinking he wants to become president that he will never be.
So who is being used to the
advise
NDC?
yourself.
So who is being used to the NDC?
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Yes,
You give.
it is important. It is important.
Kojo, are you running another round? If you are running another round, let us know. So we all prepare. If you are doing another round, let us know. So we all prepare.
The moment he gives you, you take.
It is important that on a platform as big as this, the least we will do is to churn out information that is a complete falsehood. And especially if it is coming from a revered person, an honorable person, then there's every reason for us
You saw your time discussing Vondi. You've never discussed one topic here. You're always discussing Vondi.
A studio.
I'm very important.
There are clear facts,
Good.
and people are churning out different things. The honorable member of talking about the fact that in January 2025, the CD to the dollar was 3 points.
Did I mention
That's
a
a
date?
lie. But that's when he took over.
Did I mention a date?
He talked about the fact that the dollar went to 17.5. That is also falsehood. Honorable Vondi sat here and said that Dr. Bawumia collapsed all local banks. Fidelity Bank is a local bank. Is it collapsed? That's
So he collapsed home.
He said Car Bank is a local bank. Car Bank is a local bank, yes. Has it been collapsed? That's a lie. The question is Dr. Bawumia even the person collapsing banks? These people who gave monies to these banks and said that they are recapitalizing the banks, what happened to those banks after recapitalizing them? And let me land on this point. President John Dramani Mahama, who took us 4 years through Dumso, is back. So to say that Dr. Bawumia cannot come back, that is something he should not even go there. But the most important point I want to land on is the fact that when these people are talking, they should just check their own record. What did John Mahama tell us? John Mahama told us that when he becomes president, UT Bank, GN Bank, he will give them their license to come back and operate. I want to go to the UT Bank branch near us.
Okay.
The GM Bank near us. He told us something. Okay. He is the president.
Okay, thank you.
He has the ultimate power. What has he done about it?
Thank you.
Lies.
Thank you. Yesterday was.
You won't close the show. I know you know you won't close the show.
He's not close.
Allow me. Yesterday was the birthday of an uncle of mine, Albert Nyanki of Abiyanks Enterprise in Agonan Kwanta. He's popularly known as Chairman Concern. Uncle, good morning to you. I hope you had a great day yesterday. I saw some videos. God richly bless you.
You should have told me yesterday. I used the road. I would have passed by to say hello to you.
That's why you are giving me
Yamli you know yo kezire many wo kebeti andai. Yamli you know me Chairman Concern na yo kezire. Na ema debla ne hobo eva ma. Me dem ko djuma ne kozro anytime we here we bare about penti. Na ema debla hozo. This is a beautiful hunter.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
And to you, Isaac Newton, I know your wedding is coming up on May 30. All the best to you. My producer says that time is up. We have to take.
No. You see?
It's my producer.